Can UAD help in e-governance?
Certainly. I mean, all these technology based interventions are nothing but e-governance initiatives. Now, most of the states have already passed an order based on the cabinet decisions to initiate this e-governance delivery of services by using Aadhaar number. Whether it is delivery of pensions, scholarships, or welfare active schemes like the old age pension or the food subsidy, all these things are now going to be tried out under the electronic e-governance schemes. And the unique identity authority is facilitating the state governments to establish basic infrastructure. Okay, we also give financial assistance to the state governments to set up their data hubs, so that the data of different departments actually gets into one hub, and then this becomes a common factor. Today what is happening is the data collected by different departments, they are compartments, they are not talking to one another within the same state government, and let alone between two state governments. But now when we have this state data hubs and national data hubs, the data bases between one state to another is going to be possible. Within the same state, between the departments, it's going to be possible. So, and then simultaneously, we're also going to help the governments in developing applications, different kind of service applications. So, all that facility is going to be provided for, and UIDAI is going to work with the state governments to develop these e-governance initiatives.
Once we have this number, Mr. Dalwai, can voters list be set right automatically? It's a major problem in India, missing names, wrong addresses. Can UID help in that?
Yeah, I guess it would help, any kind of service, including providing a right voter ID card, will all be, when it is linked to Aadhaar number, where people may have registered in different places, will also be weeded out.
Yes.
So, this is basically going to weed out all these kind of multiplicities, duplicates and frauds. So, I think our imagination is the limit. What I can see is that as we go ahead, it is going to be a different ball game altogether. And as our chairman keeps saying, Mr. Nandan Nilekani, that it is a game changer. That is good.
Mr. Dalwai, what about Indians working abroad? Huh? How do you propose to enlist them?
Yeah, they too are they are free to come, and because as long as they continue to be even the citizens of India, all citizens of India have a right to.
So whenever they come to India, they can.
Yeah, they can come and enroll.
They can't do online.
As I told you that yes, online delivery of demographics is going to be possible, but not the biometrics. Yes. So they have to come to a place for their biometrics.
What about NRIs?
Yeah, as I was saying, whether it is NRIs or all these categories are allowed, including even a resident who is not strictly a citizen of India. But one thing to remember is that possession of an ID number is not a proof of citizenship.
What do you mean?
Yes, it is. The department or the service provider who gives you a citizenship is free to use identity number as one of the bases, but then just because I possess an identity number, not necessary that I am a citizen of this country, because as I told you, we are going beyond the boundary of citizenship and giving also
the
to the
citizenship is. That's interesting. That's interesting. That's really good. Yeah. You said the response across the country has been really huge. It is really good. People have been coming for. Which city or state tops? Which is not doing very bad? Which is doing very badly?
See, one is that we rolled out just last year, on September 29th. So, it is not that every state has already got into it. We have signed MOU with about 67 agencies, which includes all the state governments, all the union territories and many public sector undertakings. And now around 47 registrars have actually started working. There are a few states where actually it has not started in a way, but there are many states where it has started. But then everywhere there is a response. Even if the state government has not started, some of the public sector undertaking has gone and started there. Like let us take Uttar Pradesh for example. The state government is yet to begin, they are going to start soon. But meanwhile, the banks, for example, the SBI has started, and they have enrolled a large number of people. So, I would say that every nook and corner of this country, for example, let us say for example Jammu Kashmir, enrollment is going on very beautifully in Kashmir, in Srinagar.
That's nice.
Yeah, and they have adopted the latest release of our client version. And then we have in Tripura, which is one of the first states in this country to have started enrollment. They have already covered 70% of their population. Okay, so Gujarat is starting now. So almost every city, every country, every state in this country is beginning. And incidentally, of course, states like Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, they are in the forefront. Okay, Jharkhand, which is a tribal state, is one of the leading states in the country. Madhya Pradesh is doing it, Haryana is doing it, Punjab is doing it, Delhi is doing it. So I would say that every state is extremely responsive, and our chairman and director general have visited every state and union territory. They have personally gone and called on the chief ministers and apprised them of the advantages and benefits of this UID, and they have had a very good response from everybody.
Mr. Dalwai, is there a deadline by which all Indians should have this number?
We really do not have a deadline. As I told you, first thing, it is voluntary. That means it is open-ended, and so we can't really fix a deadline for coverage. And then people continue to be born in this country, so we can never on any day say that I have covered 100%. But we have a projection that over the next 3 years, we would have covered at least 60% of the population, and in the following 2 to 3 years, we would cover the rest of the population. So I think it would be fair to say that over the next 6 to 7 years, we would have covered more or less the country.
One parting shot, Mr. Dalwai. Usually in films or anywhere we can say prisoners are usually called by their numbers. Kaidi number 203, Kaidi number 403. Soon every Indian will be called, oh, Mr. 12345 is coming, or Miss 999 is coming. Won't our names become redundant at some time?
I hope it doesn't become that way, because names are so personal and so sweet. Everybody on this earth favors and is so fond of his name. I am sure that however sweet our number is, it is not going to be a substitute for the number that our parents give us.
Mr. Dalwai, thank you very much. You came to your studio and tried to answer all queries and clear lots of doubts of Bangaloreans, or anybody for that matter. But I have one request. Please do something about long queues and long hours. Hi Bangaloreans, thanks for tuning in. I will be back next week, same day, same time, with another dignitary, another issue, and with tons of questions from you. Please keep sending me your suggestions. Have a nice week ahead. This is Balram signing off.
Thank you so much, Mr. Balram. It has been a pleasure talking with you.
Same here, sir.
Yeah, and I'm grateful to all to you for giving me this opportunity. It is an opportunity to our authority.
So nice.
So on behalf of our chairman, Mr. Nilekani, and our director general, Mr. Sharma, I would like to thank Bangaloreans.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Pleasure.